on the Bruins of Central Hardin. Jay Turner with Chad Withrow here tonight. Courtside at Central Hardin High School. They had homecoming tonight here. And they had a girls game prior to the homecoming. And Central Hardin girls beat John Hardin in the district game 60-55. But the Trojans come in 17-7. The Central Hardin Bruins are 9-13. The Bruins under fourth-year head coach Matt Nickel. They are rated 7th in Region 5. And they had a couple of wins last Tuesday night. They beat Fort Knox. Actually, this past Tuesday night, beat Fort Knox 62-39. And then last Friday night, they beat North Hardin in a district game 69-53. The Trojans got a good road win on Tuesday night against a good quality ball club, Greenwood. Trojans winning 74-69 in that game to up their record to 17-7. Aiden Eichen scored 27 points. And the Trojans were 13 of 19 from the foul line. Out-rebounded the Gators 42-24 in that game. And shot almost 47% from the floor. As mentioned, Eichen had 27. Will Bandy had 14. Jacob Shaw had 11. He had 8 of 9 free throws. And Tyler Bush was in double figures with 10 points. The Trojans have won 3 in a row. They've won 10 of their last 11. And Chad tonight hoping Warren Cunningham gets win number 18 on the road.
Yeah, it'll be a good atmosphere, good crowd here for homecoming, and the gym seems loud. What we've been in here for the girls' game, and playing really good right now. You want to keep it going into the last 2 weeks of the season before the district tournament.
That is absolutely right. Of course, district tournament only 2 weeks away from Monday night at Allen County, Scottsville. And understand Monroe County girls playing Allen County, Scottsville. Halftime, Lady Falcons 25, Lady Patriots 16 in that district matchup. And, of course, I have the boys game later tonight. We'll try to keep you updated on that on the Coca-Cola scoreboard. This is the Zaxby's pregame report with the new Caribbean jerk filet sandwich or boneless wings meal. And it is served on a toasted potato bun or make it a meal with a crinkle fries and a 22-ounce Coca-Cola freestyle drink. We'll come back with more from Cecilia, Kentucky, Central Hardin Bruins, the Barren County Trojans. And you're following the broadcast. And always remember, if you find a vehicle on DonFranklinAuto.com, Don Franklin will then bring that vehicle to Glasgow and let you experience the Don Franklin difference. This is Barren County High Basketball presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 103.7 Nash Icon. Back at Central Hardin High School here in Cecilia, Kentucky, the Bruins 9-13, the Trojans 17-7. Central Hardin last year they were 19-10. They were the 17th district runners-up, 19-11 2 years before that. They also were the runner-up in the 17th district. And Chad, this is a district where it is very hard. It's almost compared to the 14th in some ways when you've got to battle people like John Hardin and Elizabethtown just to get out of the district.
Yeah, one's lost one game and the other one has not lost a game. So, good luck getting out of this district. But, I saw their score with John Hardin. John Hardin beat them pretty good one, and they played them fairly close the other time. So I'm sure it's going to be a fight from the start to finish tonight, and we just got to be ready to go.
Yeah. Of course, Central Hardin plays in the same region. John Hardin and E-Town are the top two teams in the 5th region, but they're also in the same district with North Hardin and Fort Knox, a team. They beat both those teams this past week, so that upped their record to 9-13. A couple of common opponents between the Central Hardin Bruins and the Barren County Trojans as they played Hart County and beat them by 6, 55-49. Trojans beat Hart by 15. If you want to compare scores, they lost to Ohio County by 8. And the Trojans beat Ohio County by 2. So that kind of gives you a little comparison in scores there. But they've got a team that's put up about 124 three-point shots this year, just a few more than the Trojans have.
Yeah, they, we don't rely on the three very much. We shoot some and been shooting it a lot better here the last three weeks or so. And, we faced a good three-point shooting team the other night down at Greenwood. So, we ought to be ready for a team that likes to put them up. And just all about focus and effort, tonight. Being out of school 2 days kind of gets you off your rhythm a little bit. So we'll see how we respond to that tonight. Yeah,
Barren County out of school yesterday and again today. And Hardin County was out of school today for illness. It wasn't really for the snow, but there were some other school systems that canceled due to the snow that we got overnight and early this morning. The Central Hardin averages 56 points a game. They give up 59.5, and they shoot 44.1% from the field. They've hit 124 threes at 37% shooting, 67.6% from the foul line. They average 25.6 rebounds a game. The Trojans, averaging 65 points a game and holding their opponents to 51.6, shooting almost 46% from the field as a team. Hit 117 threes this year at 32.4%, and from the foul line, 67.8%, averaging 33.3 rebounds a game. Of course, our focus on the district tonight is Allen County Scottsville at Monroe County, and I mentioned that score. Monroe County girls were up by 9 at halftime over Allen County Scottsville, which would put a tie for third on the girls' side of the coin between Allen County Scottsville and Monroe County if Monroe County goes on to win that game.
Yeah, that would kind of mess things up a little bit with, them tying for third. It would be a appeal draw on the night, the week before the district tournament. So, neither boys or girls is completely settled yet. Glasgow and Allen play Monday night, and that could affect things in both the boys and the girls. And you don't expect Glasgow to lose, so they're firmly entrenched in the number 2 seed in the girls, and the boys are still up in the air for 1 through 4.
Actually,
really.
1 through 4, yeah, on the boys' side.
Yep, so a lot of basketball still to go.
Still to go. I know Glasgow and Allen play again on Monday night.
Yep.
And that will probably finish out the district part on the regular season. The Trojans have a 5-1 record. Glasgow 4-1, Allen County Scottsville 1-3, and Monroe County at 0-5. 7 close losses for the Trojans this year, and have had the lead in every game that we've lost. South Warren by 9, Hopkinsville by 4, Bell County by 6 in overtime, Cincinnati Roger Bacon by 7 in overtime, Glasgow by 5, Bowling Green by 3, and Logan County by 1 point. And tonight the Trojans are favored by 9 points on paper, as the Trojans come in number 4 ranked in the region, in the 4th region, 5th in another poll. Central Hardin number 7 in Region 5. We'll take another break. We'll come back with more of Zaxby's pregame report in a moment here from Central Hardin High School in Cecilia, Kentucky. This is Barren County High Basketball, presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 103.7 Nash Icon. There are some other games on the schedule for tonight. Some got canceled, some got postponed because of either illness or the weather. And tonight on the schedule, so we look at that, brought to you by NHC Healthcare Glasgow, carrying it a better way day by day. Cumberland County boys at Casey County. Russellville girls and boys are at Franklin Simpson in a district game. South Warren girls and boys at Greenwood. Russell County girls at Scott County. Warren East girls and boys at Warren Central. John Hardin boys at Bowling Green tonight. The Dare County boys at Campbellsville, and Louisville Christian Academy boys are at Caverna. Of course, Allen County Scottsville is at Monroe County tonight. Just got another update on that score, the Coca-Cola scoreboard. Monroe County 38, Allen County Scottsville 37 with 3:45 left in. Fast and reliable internet speeds today. For the Central Hardin Bruins, under head coach Matt Nickel, they'll start Gavin George, 6'4", 190, senior, averaging 13.5 points and 6.6 rebounds. Deonko Wilkerson, 5'10", 180, senior, averages 12. Hayden Ash, 5'11", 145, sophomore, 8.7 points a game. Chase Elmore, 6'4", 180, senior, 7.3 points, 6.4 rebounds. Ty Turner, 6', 165, senior, averaging 4.6 points a game. And a lot of those names are pretty familiar.
Yeah.
Chad, as Gavin George and Deonko Wilkerson, Chase Elmore. Chase Elmore was the quarterback. Of course, the Trojans play Central Hardin in the 6A district. And there's some other guys on the roster that I'm familiar with as far as football goes. So
very good football team.
Yep.
Very good.
So that's the starting lineups for the Central Hardin Bruins. For the Barren County Trojans, under 12th-year head coach Warren Cunningham. Assistant coaches Lee Johnson, Matt Gardner, Jared Browning, and Austin Burge. Jacob Shaw, 6'1", 183, senior, averaging 9.5 points a game. Gavin Withrow, 5'8", 150, junior, averages 6. Will Bandy, 6'6", 210, senior, 12 points, 6 rebounds. Aiden Nyken, 6'5", 205, sophomore, 17 points, 7.2 rebounds. Tyler Bush, 6', 183, senior, 4.2 points and 4.2 rebounds a game. There's your starting lineups. We'll come back with the Farmers RACC Jackie Browning Memorial Opening Tip-Off and our first quarter of action sponsored by South Central Bank. Small enough to know you, big enough to help. We're 3 minutes away from tip-off. It's Barren County High Basketball, presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 103.7 Nash Icon. You're listening to our broadcast at 103.7 Nash Icon, WHHT FM, Cave City, Glasgow, online at 104thescore.com and on BCHS Live tonight. Jay Turner with Chad Withrow, Barren County Trojans down to our left, Central Hardin Bruins to our right. And remind you that tomorrow night we'll be at Barren County High School for the Trojanettes taking on number 6 ranked Casey County.
Yep, ought to be a good one. They're a very good team. We went there last year and lost in a close one. They've got about everybody back, so going to be cooped up in the house for 2 or 3 days. Come out and support the girls. It should be a really good game.
JV games at 5 o'clock, and then the varsity about 6:30 or so. And there's a freshman tournament before that, too, all day long tomorrow.
District tournament.
Basketball starting at 9:30 in the morning.
Yep.
For the 15th District Freshman Tournament at Barren County High School. And then a broadcast of the Trojanettes of Casey County around 6 o'clock tomorrow night, approximately, right here on this radio station. Of course, next week, we go through the 16th District as we start that trek with Russell County on Tuesday night for senior night. Go to Cumberland County next Friday night before we close out with Metcalfe County at home and then travel to Clinton County on Thursday, and the tournament is here.
Hard to believe.
It is.
It's almost over.
Really is.
Gone by fast. It's been a good year for both teams. You know, both teams have really, really good record going into the tournament. Let's keep the momentum here tonight and tomorrow night. Get 2 wins.
Shout out to Assistant Superintendent Courtney Cruz. She's home following surgery and is tuned in listening to the broadcast tonight. Courtney, hope you recover quickly.
Yep, good to hear. Everything went well.
Yep.
I know the girls were worried about her a little bit. Good to hear that she's doing well.
Central Hardin in white with that Columbia blue central and numbers.
Kind of looks like North Carolina.
Looks like North Carolina. It does.
Emblem in the middle.
That's right.
Like North Carolina.
Yeah, it does.
Ought to be a good one here.
Trojans in gold tonight. Burgundy letters and numbers. Aiden Nyken to the jump circle for the Trojans. And for Central Hardin, it is Chase Elmore, who is the quarterback for the Central Hardin Bruins. Remember that name quite well from football season.
Big kid.
And here is the toss and the tap controlled by Central Hardin. They'll set it up. Gavin George, a 6'4", 190-pound point guard out there, guarded by Shaw. He'll hand it off to the right side to Ash. Now Ash bounces out top now to Elmore. Elmore swings it left side to Wilkerson. Wilkerson on the left wing, now halfway to the corner. Now work it back around the perimeter over to Ash. Ash gets the screen out top, but backs out of the dribble. Bounce pass back over to George on the left wing. Now George going to launch it up for 3, and it's good. He doesn't shoot that many threes on the season, but he got that one. Here's a high pass down low to Bandy. Turning, throwing it back out to Withrow. Into the lane. Floater is up. It is coming off the rim. And the rebound to the Central Hardin Bruins as Gavin George brings it in front court left side. Hands it off out there to Ash. Ash working off the screen. Dumps it down inside. Breaking free. Shot no good. Missed it point blank in there. And that was by Landon Elmore, who started the ball game. Here's Nyken missing the shot of the lane and try to get his own rebound, slapped out of bounds. It's going to go to Central Hardin.
Oh, 2 good looks and just a little, both of them just a little hard.
They started Landon Elmore tonight instead of trying to pick up, I believe that was Ty Turner. Landon Elmore, 6'4", 155 sophomore. So working around to the left side. They give it out top now.
They're very patient.
They dump it down low. May have to double check that number. I've got Landon Elmore, number 30, but I don't believe that's who that is. May have to check the book here when we get a break. Turnover by Central Hardin. Here's Shaw giving it out to Bandy. He'll fire it up for 3. Swish. Will Bandy, that's his 20th three-point shot of the year. And we're tied at 3 with 6:17 to play here in the first quarter. As they go left side with it to Wilkerson. Wilkerson gets the screen set there by George. Dribbles into the key. Jumps it up from 17 straight away. It's off the iron. Rebound to Bandy for the Trojans. Alley pass comes to Nyken. Nyken breaks toward the middle. Wow. Pass down into Bush and out in the corner. Withrow fires away. Can't get it to go. And the rebound off to Wilkerson. And then stolen back by Bandy. He'll pull up with a 15-footer left side. Good. Will Bandy with all 5 Barren County points. The Trojans lead it 5-3. Central Hardin with the basketball. Gavin George handles it out there. Driving left, spinning down, and he went into Shaw, but they're going to call a block on Jacob Shaw. Looked like George might have been out of control there.
I think Jacob fell down. He kind of got their feet tangled up.
So, first foul of the ball game. We'll give it to the Bruins as Chase Elmore gets it in the lane. Spin move, trying to go up with a shot strong. It is in there by Gavin George. And George has all 5 points for Central Hardin. Withrow dumps it down low, Bandy. Bandy spinning, baseline, turnaround, fall away shot, short. Rebound to Central Hardin. And here comes Elmore with it down the left of the lane. Pump fake goes over Shaw. Missed the shot of the bank shot. Ball popped around, and Shaw comes out there with it for the Trojans. Shaw, right side over to Bandy, and he's going to be called for a step. Drug the pivot foot.
Slid that back foot.
Yeah. So the ball will come back to the Bruins. As the inbounds pass comes to Ash. Ash on the dribble against Withrow, left side. They feed it down. It's broken up in there by Bandy. Bandy got the hand on it, taken by Bush. Left side it goes to Withrow, and he tried to lob it to Nike, and it's picked off in there. Turnover by Barren, and here comes Wilkerson down the lane, lost the handle, goes out of bounds. Well,
looked like he kicked it off.
Yeah, I think it went off him, but Preston Keith checks into the Bruin lineup. He's 6'1", 160 sophomore.
It's like Levin's going out with an injury, limping down here.
It was Chase Elmore that went out. So here's George, right corner, lets it fly for three. It's off the mark. Battle for the rebound between Bandy and Bush comes up with it. Sends it off to Niken. Jump shot 17 feet right side, short. And Bandy tried to save it in bounds underneath the basket, but threw it away on the left side of the floor.
Boy, starting off not, good looks, but missed 3 of the first 5. Wheels 2 for 3. Well, we actually 3 for 6, I guess, and 3 for 7, but 2, I guess, 2 shots made so far, but had some good looks. Just missed them.
And now George brings it out front. Wilkerson's wanting the ball, but he doesn't see him. Now George picks it up, fires it diagonally down low. Shot blocked in there by Nike, and he tried to save it. Couldn't corral it to throw it out.
He about had it, got caught on the shoulder. He couldn't get it back in, but good play there to block the shot.
And the Bruins get the ball and play tapped away. That comes to the corner to Ash. He'll give it outside. A shot no good there. Rebound to Bandy. That could be Sean Hay, number 35. And a driving layup good. Not going to count it. Going to say it's out on the floor.
Close there.
And it's on 10. That's Keith. His first, team's first.
I tell you what, if they let them play as rough as they did in the JV game and the girls game, there won't be a whole lot of fouls called.
That's right.
It was very, very rough.
So Jacob Shaw to toss it in. Lobs it out to Bandy. Thought about the 3. Gets rid of it over to Bush. And over to Shaw, left side of the floor. He'll bring it back out to the middle. Sends it left side to Withrow. Withrow lobs it in there to Bandy. Working right of the lane. Shot goes up. It's in there.
Good strong move there. He didn't settle for the jump shot. He went in there and got it closer and made it. Good move there. He got all 7.
7-5 Trojans. Gavin George with it for Central Hardin. Driving. Going in for the shot, and he lays it in. He's got all 7 for Central Hardin.
Will versus Gavin. That was too easy there.
3:15 to go here in the quarter, and Niken in a lot of traffic can't get the shot to go. He had 3 people surrounding him there. Wilkerson with a rebound, coming up with it for Central Hardin. And right side it goes to Keith. Keith working to the left side of the perimeter, gives to Gavin George. Bush trying to back off of him a little bit there. Now takes it right side to the right elbow. Steps back, shoots an 18-footer. No. Rebound to Niken. Trojans want to run. Here's Bush. Bush, little hesitation move. Throws it up and banked it in.
Good job. Didn't get in a hurry. Took his time and made a good move there. Let the defender go by him and laid it in.
9-7. Trojans lead by 2. George hands it off out there to Keith. Now Keith drives left. Back to George in the corner. Out to Wilkerson. Wilkerson dribbles laterally, hands it off out there to Ash. Ash coming left, gives to George. George bringing it back out front. George, left side, Wilkerson. Wilkerson will fire it up for three. Got it. And he's known to do that because he leads the team with threes. He's got 35 on the season. 10-9, Central Hardin. Here's Bush. Throws it over to Niken in midair. Shot goes up and in off the window.
Finish there. Good pass.
Edward Jones financial advisor Jamie Harris assist to Tyler Bush. So Niken makes it 11-10, Barren County. Wilkerson from the right wing with a three. It rims out. And rebounded there by Shaw. And let's see.
Barren County ball.
Yeah, I believe it was last touch there by Keith. A couple of changes in the lineup for both teams as Barren County will bring in Caleb Hester along with Ryan Shirley, Cody Lane. They'll join Jacob Shaw and Will Bandy on the court. And now Sean Hay returning to the lineup for Central Hardin, 6'4", 225 senior. And also Ty Turner in the ballgame, 6', 165 senior for the Bruins. They set up in a 2-3 zone. Here's Hester on the left side. Bounces over to Shaw. In the corner goes to Lane. Now Lane sends it back out to Shaw for a three ball. No. Rebound to Wilkerson for Central Hardin. Up court. Here's Ash driving in, puts up the shot and hits it.
Beat us back down the floor there and got an easy one.
Central back on top by a score of 12-11. Back in that 2-3 zone again, the Bruins. Left side is Lane. Out to Shaw. Shaw driving right. And it's batted loose and stolen. And a one-hand pass is going to be chased. Actually, Lane let it go out of bounds. It was intended for Turner, but it went too long. Gavin Withrow back in the lineup for the Trojans. He'll come in for Jacob Shaw.
Kind of not a lot of emotion from the crowd. I thought the crowd would be really into it. It's kind of dead, and the plays kind of sloppy right now.
Down to 50 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Barren County trailing 12-11. Withrow on the right side. Bounces it out to Lane. Gets a screen from Ryan Shirley. Now here's Caleb Hester. He wanted to go up with a shot, but a defender came and he had nowhere to go. He went up in midair and came back down. Turnover by the Trojans.
We're uncharacteristically turning it over here several times in the first quarter. We've been doing a good job of taking care of the ball, but some just careless turnovers here so far.
Yeah. Gavin George with a basketball for Central Hardin. Crosses the midcourt line against Cody Lane. Down to 32 seconds to go here in the quarter. Turner with it on the right side. He'll bring it back out. Reverses. Now looking for George again. Throws it into the corner, and George had to throw it back behind to try to get it back in bounds. And we're going to get a foul call.
On Central Hardin, yep.
And it'll be on 30. That's Sean Hay. His first, team's second. Wilkerson checks out for Central Hardin. And in the lineup is number 25, Mason Thompson. 6'2", 175 sophomore. 19 and a half seconds to play here in the first quarter. Barren County trailing Central Hardin 12-11 here on the road tonight in Cecilia, Kentucky. Lane gives it back to Withrow. Right side, Tay Pointer. Here's the backdoor pass. It ricocheted off the border, off the rim, but a shot put up and in by Ryan Shirley.
Right place at the right time.
He sure was. Ryan Shirley gives the Trojans back the lead at 13-12. And a lot of traffic. Shot goes up, hits the bottom of the rim, and that will do it for the first quarter. After one, it is Barren County 13 and Central Hardin 12. We'll come back with the second quarter here in a moment as you're following Barren County High basketball, presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 103.7 Nash Icon. Thirteen to 12, Barren. Second quarter here from Central Hardin High School. And it's brought to you by Southern States Glasgow Co-op. Jay Turner along with Chad Withrow tonight. Glad you could join us here on 103.7 Nash Icon. Withrow has the basketball. Right side it goes to Niken. Niken to the right elbow. Throws it back left side over to Withrow. Shirley sets a screen for him. Now gives it back to Niken. Niken into the key over to Tay Pointer. Tay Pointer goes to the right side of the floor. Now he's covered up. Has to throw it back out to Withrow. Withrow trying to penetrate. Can't go. Gives it back to Pointer. Three in the air. Bottom.
Good. Look good all the way.
So Peoples Bank 3-point shot for Tay Pointer. 6-foot sophomore. Gives the Trojans a 4-point cushion at 16-12. Gavin George working, spinning. Ooh, collided with Lane. No whistle there. Looked like he may have charged into him. There's Ash on the left side of the floor. 10-footer. It is in there. Ash with his second basket. 16-14. Minute gone here in the second quarter. Withrow with the basketball. Bounce pass down to Niken. He'll throw it out to Pointer. Can't shoot the three this time. Slides off right. Hooks it back to Niken. Free throw line jump shot is in there. That's his second field goal.
Starting to make some shots now. Good ball movement, not holding it, and getting some good looks here the last couple trips down the floor.
18-14 Trojans. 6:42 to play here in the first half. Gavin George with the basketball. Goes right side to Wilkerson. Now Wilkerson trying to make a move off the George screen. Spins around, loses the handle, but got it picked back up, and he'll give it to Ash. Over it goes on the left side, and Ash will try for three, and it's in there. He is known to hit the three, too. That is his 33rd of the year. And underneath, here's a shot going up, no good. Follow up, no good. Niken again, and in there.
Cody Lane got the first one and stayed with it, and then Aiden stayed with it. So good offensive rebound there.
20-17, Barren County, 6:07 to play here in the first half. George gets it across. Guarded by Niken this time. Now he's picked up his dribble. Gives it over to Sean Hay. Hands it back to George. Now George gets a screen from Hay. Now he picks up his dribble. Right side it goes to Wilkerson. And now Wilkerson on the move. Turnaround jump shot over Pointer. Off the mark. And rebounded over Hay. And then Shirley reached in to tie it up. Possession arrow to the Bruins. Jacob Shaw returns to the Trojan lineup. He'll come in for Cody Lane. 3-point Barren County lead, 20-17. 5:45 to go in the first half. And here is Hay giving it out over to Ash on the right side. Ash dumps it down in there to Hay. He'll put it up. It's good. Let's see if they count it. Yep. It's kind of a mismatch there that trip because you had Sean Hay at 6'4", 225, and Gavin Withrow at 5'8". So Hay gets the bucket. I think he was a linebacker for the football team, wasn't he?
Kid.
Or may have played the line. I can't remember. Anyway, the foul on Withrow, his first, and that's two on the Trojans here in the first half. Hay misses the free throw, and Pointer comes out of there with a basketball. 20-19. Shaw, diagonal pass. Ooh, dangerous. In the corner, Pointer left open for the three. No good. Offensive rebound by Bush. Dribbles it back out to the left corner. Gives it to Pointer. And now to Niken. Niken can't penetrate. Gives to Shaw. Shaw to the baseline. Bounce pass. Well, either stepped out. Was it the ball or him? Okay. Will Bandy back in the Trojan lineup. Notice Mason Griggs is not dressed tonight.
No, I just
not sure
that.
What the situation is with Mason Griggs, but he is not dressed.
Dad during the JV game. I just thought he wasn't playing JV. Didn't
yeah. And we're going to get a foul called again on the Trojans, and this one will be on Jacob Shaw. And that's two on Shaw. He'll have to come out. 5:05 to go in the first half. And it's Central Hardin's basketball out of the side across the way. Elmore will toss it in. Comes out to George. Now George sends it over to Ash. Ash dumps it back in the corner. Here's the three in the air. Good. Elmore. And that's his 14th three-point shot of the year. They like to shoot the three.
Yeah, they hit them tonight.
Yep, and it's 22-20. Central Hardin on top by 2. Here's a looping pass over to Withrow on the left side. In the corner, Bandy. 3-ball in the air. No. And rebound taken in there by Wilkerson. Shovels it out to George on the left side of the floor. George leaves it out there with Ash. Gets a screen. Now he'll throw it back over here to Elmore for 3. No. Rebound in there by Hay. Going back up. No good. Rebound Bandy. Bandy leaves it out with Withrow. As Central Hardin at 2-3 zone. Niken picks it up off the floor. Got loose. Bush driving a baseline. Trying to go up with it. Blocked. In there by Elmore. And here's Ash. Hands it back off to George coming by him. In the lane. Here's Hay putting it up and in.
Offensive foul.
And finally going to get one called.
Tough one there. We run over it. He didn't have the ball, but.
Sean Hay is second.
That's 2 on Sean Hay.
Hay did a very good job of selling it. I wasn't really looking. I seen him go flying, but we'll take it. Big kid.
Yeah.
2 on him.
So he'll come out with 3:58 to play in the first half. And now Central Hardin's going to set up.
Little 2-2-1.
2-2-1, yep. And Bush will trigger it in for the Trojans. Gets it into Niken. Gives it back to Bush. Now Bush will set it near side with throw. Back to Bush. Bush will get it across over to Niken. Now Niken brings it to the middle of the floor. Left side to Pointer. Pointer bounces back out to Withrow. Can't penetrate. Goes back to Pointer. Works it in there to Bandy. Turnaround jump shot short. And rebound to Elmore. He'll give it over to George.
That's another good look there.
Right side is Wilkerson. Wilkerson launches it up for 3, and he drills it. That is their 5th three-point shot of the half, and they've hit 3 out of 4, or actually 3 of their 5 field goals here in the second quarter have been from behind the arc. So they've hit 5 threes already in the first half. 5 of their, 10 field goals, so that's half of them.
Yep. And they're not shy about putting them up. I mean, we've done a decent job. I guess we're not getting up, making them put it on the floor, but going to have to try something different. If they continue to shoot like this.
People's Bank timeout. The People's Bank, your local community bank in Glasgow, working for you. Just got the final score moments ago from the Allen County Scottsville Monroe County girls game. Well, it's all set now.
Yeah.
Allen County Scottsville beats Monroe County 47-39 in Tompkinsville. So we now know that the district tournament coming into February, the Trojanettes will play Monroe County and Glasgow will play Allen County Scottsville. So that one is definitely set.
Big turnaround in that game.
Yeah. Allen came from behind by at least 9 points.
Yeah, 9 at half.
Trojans are down here 25-20 to Central Hardin. They stay in that 2-3 zone. Pointer out to Bush. Gives it over to Withrow. Sends it in there to Bandy. Had it smacked out of his hands by George. And here come the Bruins. Bounce pass left side. Ash goes to baseline. Throws it up. It's no good. Whistle. And going to get a charging fast two that Tay's taken there.
That was obvious there. He was set for a long time.
Yeah. It'll be on Ash, his first, team's 4th.
Got to get some shots to fall. We're not getting the looks. They went zone and kind of confused us just a little bit.
Oh, dangerous pass picked off. And here's Wilkerson going up against Shirley. Another charge. So Wilkerson commits his first. That'll be the team's 5th.
That's 3 charges.
A lot of times they don't call it that way. You know, they've called 3 in a row like that.
He was pretty set.
Yeah, he was. Ball comes into Pointer, gives it to Bush. Bush getting some pressure in the backcourt, back to Pointer. Pointer back to Bush. Sends it over now to Withrow. Withrow turning, throwing it back out front to Bush. Right side it goes to Pointer. Looking for Bandy inside, can't find him. Now Bush with it. Bounce pass right side over to Pointer. Pointer cut off in the corner, has to bring it back up. And what do you do? Step on the sideline? So another turnover by the Trojans as Cody Lane will come back in the Trojan lineup.
Well, this zone has got us out of sorts.
With 2:29 to go before halftime, a low-scoring ball game here, 25-20 Central Hardin.
They're long, and it's hard to get a good look off of when they've got the zone spread out.
And here's Wilkerson with the basketball. Long range right. Gets a screen there from Elmore. Penetrates left side. Baseline shot of the air. Good. That was Thompson. Just come in a moment ago. And now a 7-point Central Hardin lead. As Withrow gives it out to Bush. Right side it goes to Lane. They throw it back to Bush. Now gives it out to Withrow. Minute 55 left in the half. It's been a quick half.
Yes.
Withrow angling off right, looking left. Now feeds it in there to Shirley. Free throw line shot in the air. No good. Rebound to Thompson for Central Hardin. He'll get rid of it to George. Now George will work out front with it with a minute and a half to go here in the second quarter. Picks up this dribble.
Legal screen, but didn't get called.
Yeah. Comes out to Wilkerson. Now Wilkerson wants a screen set there by Elmore. Can't feed it back to him. George on the left wing. George brings it back out against Cody Lane. Now he's trying to stay with him there. Picks up his dribble.
Timeout.
And a timeout called by the Bruins with a minute 6 to play here in the first half. Barren County has only scored 7 points this quarter. A 3 by Tay Pointer and 2 two-point baskets from Aiden Niken, and that is it. Of course, Jacob Shaw's been on the bench since the 5:05 mark.
Just hadn't got good looks since they went zone there. Like I said, they're spreading it out and long and makes it hard to get it in the middle. The last couple times we got it in the middle and had decent looks, just missed them. So we'll have to figure out a way to make some outside shots to pull them out of the zone. They're going to sit back in it now as long as we've been stuck on 20 forever, it seems like.
Well, you got Sean Hay. Of course, he's on the bench for Central Hardin right now. 6'4". Gavin George is 6'4". Chase Elmore is 6'4". One of the taller teams we've faced this year.
And long. I mean, they're not. They got long arms and they extend way out, and it's made it difficult for us to get any good looks at the basket this quarter.
And they like to shoot the three. That's for sure.
Yeah, they shot it really well. I wasn't. Even the last 2-point shot was like 16, 17-footer.
Here's a feed down low and a shot put up and in by Elmore. 29-20. Barren County down 9 with 50 seconds to play here in the first half. Withrow into the front court. As the Bruins stay in that 2-3 zone. Left side it comes to Lane. Lane looking, now coming out to get it is Bandy. Now here's Niken working in a lot of traffic. Throws up the shot and it's in there.
Tough shot.
He's having to work for everything he's got.
He is. When that ball goes in the lane, everyone's collapsing on the ball, and it makes it very difficult.
29-22. Gavin George with it for Central Hardin. He'll work against Lane out front. Lane really putting the pressure on him out there. Can't get a 5-second count, though. Thompson circles into the lane. Now gives it back to George. 3 ball in the air. No, it rimmed out. Offensive rebound. Fall-away shot. No good for Thompson. Bush claims the board with 6 seconds. Going to have to hurry. Gives it off to Cody Lane, and they're going to call him for a traveling violation. With 2.9 to play.
Thought we was going to get a steal of possession there with them taking a quick shot, but we turned it right back over.
So Elmore will toss it in. Comes out to Ash. He's trying to get the shot off, and it is going to come off the rim between the top of the key and the midcourt line. That's the end of the first half, and it is Central Hardin 29, Barren County 22. We'll come back with our halftime report. Brought to you by Colton Steakhouse and Grill. As you're following Barren County High Basketball, presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 103.7-Icon. Trojans trail 29-22 to Central Hardin here at the break. We welcome you to the halftime report brought to you by Colton's Steakhouse and Grill. Colton's thanks you for your business. Colton's Steakhouse and Grill. We know what's at stake. Well, for Central Hardin in the first half, they had 12 field goals. 5 of those were three-pointers, and they were 0 for 1 from the foul line. Gavin George scored 7 points in the first quarter, a 3 and 2 baskets of 2-point range. Deonko Wilkerson with a couple of threes for 6. Hayden Ash, 7 points in the first half with a 3 and a couple of 2s. Chase Elmore with a 3 and a 2 for 5. 2 points for Mason Thompson, and Sean Hay picked up 2 points in the first half. So they had 4 different players to knock down 3-point shots in that first half of play for the Bruins. Trojans with 10 field goals in the first half, 2 3-pointers. Did not go to the free throw line in the first half. Aiden Nike with 8 points, 4 baskets, 3 of those in the second quarter. Will Bandy scored all 7 of his points in the first quarter, a 3 and a couple of 2s. A 3-pointer for Tay Pointer and Ryan Shirley with 2. Tyler Bush with 2 points in the first half. And, of course, the Trojans only scored 9 points in the second quarter, got outscored 17-9. Aiden Niken had 6 of the 9 Barren County points. Tay Pointer had the 3 that added up to 9 points. But, Trojans just, I don't know, just can't seem to get a flow going right now. No. Of course, Shaw's been on the bench with 2 fouls, and that's hurt too.
Yeah, we got out to a good start. We all had the first 7 points. Then they kind of went to that zone, and it kind of stagnated. We got standing around a little bit and just never could get back in the flow. So, we're going to have to push the ball and get some easy baskets instead of having to sit up in the half court the whole time and face the zone and make a few outside shots and get them back man. We had our way with them when they were playing man.
Yeah. Only 3 fouls against the Trojans in the first half, but 2 of those on Jacob Shaw, the other one on Gavin Withrow. And for the Bruins, it was 2 on Sean Hay and 1 each on Wilkerson, Ash, and Keith.
Yeah.
What was you going to say?
You talk about being a quick half when there's only 1 free throw shot.
Yeah.
That moves it on pretty fast.
It does. So it really does. We got the same officials that we had in the girls' game between Central Hardin and John Hardin.
They've done a good job. They called 3 straight charges on Central Hardin. So we've just not really attacked the basket. It's all been 15-footers or 3s, and you're not going to get to the foul line much when you're doing that.
That is true. Remind you, our broadcast brought to you in part by Scotty's Contracting in Stone, committed to providing all customers the same level of highest quality, no matter the size of the project. And also brought to you by Edward Jones financial advisor Jamie Harris. Let Jamie Harris of Edward Jones assist you today with your financial planning. Don't forget, tomorrow night we'll be back at Barren County High. The Trojanettes taking on the number 6 ranked team in the state in Casey County. The JV game will start at 5 o'clock with a varsity game to follow. We'll be out there at about 6 or so tomorrow night to bring you that broadcast from Barren County High. And also the 15th District Freshman Tournament starts tomorrow morning at 9:30 with a couple of boys games. Monroe County and Glasgow at 9:30, 10:45 Barren County and Allen County Scottsville. Then at 12 noon, Barren County Trojanette freshman team will take on Allen County Scottsville. Boys championship will be at 1:15, and then at 2:30, the winner of the Barren Allen County Scottsville girls game will play Glasgow for the girls championship. And that's because Monroe County doesn't have a girls freshman team.
Right. Makes it an odd number.
Yeah. And then after all that's over with, the JV girls game against Casey County at 5. The varsity game, Trojanettes in Casey County, about 6:30 scheduled tip-off time. But again, our broadcast somewhere around 6 o'clock tomorrow night from Barren County High School.
As I said earlier, it ought to be a good one. So come out watching good girls game. They're very good. They shoot the ball really well, and we're coming off a tough one on Tuesday night, looking to rebound and get back in the win column. So expect it to be a really good game.
Right. And then we only got 2 more weeks of the regular season with Russell County Tuesday night, and that is senior night at Barren County High. Next Friday night at Cumberland County on the road. And we'll close out with Metcalfe County at home the following Tuesday, and then close out with Clinton County on Thursday night in Albany before the 15th District Tournament gets underway at Allen County Scottsville. That'll be 2 weeks from Monday night, and we know how the girls are going to be set now. Trojanettes, the number 1 seed against the 4 seed Monroe County. Barren County finishing the regular season 6-0. First time under Coach Piper Lindsay at 6-0. Monroe County 0-6, and then the number 2 seed Glasgow will take on number 3 seed Allen County Scottsville. We'll have all the action for you of all the 15th District and the 4th Region tournament right here on 103.7 Nash Icon. We'll be back with the second half of this one. Trojans trailing here at the break, 29-22 to Central Hardin. And always remember, if you find a vehicle on DonFranklinAuto.com, Don Franklin will then bring that vehicle to Glasgow and let you experience the Don Franklin difference. This is Barren County High Basketball presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 103.7 Nash Icon. Third quarter underway, brought to you by Southern States Glasgow Co-op. Jacob Shaw starting the second half for Coach Warren Cunningham with 2 fouls. Here's Niken wanting to drive strong to the basket, puts it up and in off the window.
Isolated him on the side, cleared it out, and didn't get much resistance. Good offensive play there. They went back man for some reason or another.
And here's Hay with it, now top. Fires it down low, and Chase Elmore, a little pump fake, puts it up and in.
Give them an easy one.
Yeah. Elmore was 7, 31-24 Central Hardin. Shaw with the basketball for the Trojans. Left side it comes to Withrow. Bandy sets a screen, curls into the key, bounces off to Bandy. Whistle and a traveling violation. Yep. That's the right call.
Yep, he did. He moved both feet. Little stutter step there. Yep. Good play. Had a wide open layup. Well, not a wide open layup, but a layup. Yep. Just got in a little hurry there.
Ash with the basketball for Central Hardin on the right side, looking for George. He's got it. He'll circle out to the top of the key, backs away from Niken. And now George picks up his dribble, goes to the right elbow. Hay will fire and hit. Sean Hay averages 3 points a game. He's got 4 in this one. And now the lead is 9 for Central Hardin. Baseline shot, but Bandy won't go. Hay with a rebound. And a foul.
Tyler Bush, 2 hands in the back.
And that'll be his first foul of the Trojans here in the second half. 6:46 to play here in the third quarter. Barren County down 33-24.
Got to get some energy somewhere, somehow.
And here is Ash angling off to the left side, gives to Wilkerson. Wilkerson curls into the key, backs away on the dribble. Right side it goes to Gavin George. Hay sets a screen for him. Actually set a double screen. Elmore was out there too. Now here's the pass down low. Posted in there. Hay kicks it back out to Elmore. Back down low to Hay. Posted. Spin move. Pump fake. Goes up over Bandy and he hits it.
Oh, they're just getting any shot they want and making them. That's
35-24. Here's Nike in the baseline. Shot rims off, and ball's loose on the floor, picked up by Elmore. Gives it to George. Now George breaks the middle, throws it back behind him to Elmore. They go down low to Hay, posted in there against Bandy, up and under move. Shot blocked by Bandy. Ooh, they're going to call a foul.
Not sure about that one.
That'll be his first, team second. And going to the free throw line for Central Hardin will be Sean Hay.
Sean Hay at the line, shooting good.
Burst of two on the way. Good. Drilled it. Corbin Murphy, 6'2", 238 junior, checks in for Will Bandy. It's a 12-point Central Hardin lead with 5:55 to go in the third quarter. Second shot drops in for Hay. He's got 8 now. 37-24 Central Hardin. Shaw bounce pass right or left over to Bush. Now Bush bounces back out to Shaw. And here's Niken, right elbow, out to Withrow. Back to the right side wing. It comes to Shaw. Back out to Niken. Fires it down to Bush. He puts it up. He's fouled. It'll be on Hay, and that's 3. First foul of the second half against the Bruins, and it'll be Tyler Bush at the free throw line for the Trojans. With 5:37 to play here in the third quarter. Tyler Bush, 50% foul shooter, knocks it in.
I need these. Kind of getting away from us here. So
Thompson comes in for Hay for Central Hardin. He'll sit down with those 3 fouls. Now Bush back of the line. A second shot is good. Perfect on both.
Yep, good. Needed that.
37-26.
Going a little half-court trap here. Try to change things up a little bit.
Ash fires it over to Elmore on the near side. Back over to Ash. Back over to Elmore. Back over to Ash again. In the middle. Here's George. Back to Elmore. 3 in the air. Bottom.
Man.
That's his second 3-point shot of the ball game. And it's a 40-26 Central Hardin lead. Withrow. Underneath to Niken. Puts it up and in off the glass.
That's what we've got to do. Attack the gaps. Somebody's going to get a shot if you'll attack and then pass like that for an easy one.
Yep. 40-28. Central Hardin by 12. Elmore. Back over to Ash. In the middle. Broken up by Murphy, but couldn't get a handle on it. Now here's a 3-ball in the air that's coming off the rim. Bush with a rebound. Gets with the basketball to Withrow. Up the right side of the floor. Now stops and looks and throws it back out to Bush. He'll give it over to Niken. Finds Murphy down low. Double team. Loses a handle. Here comes Central Hardin back the other way. Ash on the right side. Out to Elmore. Swings it left corner. Wilkerson fires. Misses. Bush with a rebound for the Trojans. Gets it in there to Niken. Free throw line. Spin move. Jumper. Good.
Got back down to 10.
40-30. Niken with 6 of Barren County's 8 in this quarter. Just under 4 to play here in the third period. Here's Gavin George heading to the basket. Puts it up. No good. A foul on Murphy. That'll be his first, team's third. And Gavin George, a 66.7% foul shooter, has not scored since the first quarter.
Gavin George.
Yeah, he got the first 7, and Will got the first 7. I don't think neither one of them scored since, have they?
Nope. And the free throw for George is good. That's his 8-point, and it's 41-30 Central Hardin. Ryan Shirley is checked back in the Trojan lineup. He came in for Corbin Murphy. And here's Gavin George back at the charity stripe. Shot goes up. It's good again. 42-30, Central Hardin. Now they're going to set up at a 2-2-1 zone court press. As Withrow will trigger it in. Comes into Niken. Niken heads up court with it. Fires it off to Bush. Cross-court pass comes to Shaw. Shaw trying to go baseline. He's cut off. Has to hook it back out to Withrow. Top of the key 3. Bingo.
Needed that one. Good ball movement there.
Yep. Peoples Bank 3 for Gavin Withrow, his first points tonight, and now it's cut under double digits, down to 9, 42-33.
Got to get some stops.
Yep. Here's a pass right corner to Wilkerson, heads into the lane, falls down. They're going to call a tripping foul. I didn't say no trip, but they call a push. 2 on Gavin Withrow, 4 on the Trojans here in the second half. Bruins basketball, 3:26 to play, third quarter. And here's a three-ball out of the corner. Good. Elmore. That's 3 of them for Elmore tonight. And Niken loses it off his leg and out of bounds. 45-33 Central Hardin, 3:16 to play here in the third period.
No sense of urgency on defense. You know, they've hit sack full of threes, and we're just kind of letting them. That one was spot up and took his time and shot that one.
7 threes for Central Hardin tonight. 5 in the first half. Wilkerson gives it over now to Turner, who's back in the game. Turner back out to Wilkerson. Launches it for 3. It's short off the left side of the rim. Rebounded by Ryan Shirley.
Good rebound in traffic there.
Yep. Gives it to Shaw. Jacob Shaw. Left side over the lane. Back out front to Shaw. Jacob Shaw has not scored in this ball game tonight. Hasn't really taken any shots much either. Not had very many looks.
No, they've done a good job of covering up everybody on the perimeter, really.
And now here's Withrow. Left wing, 3 in the air, short. And Bush with the offensive board. Turns and jumps it back in there to Lane. Free throw line, back out to Withrow. Dumps it in there to Shirley. Trying to make a good spin move. Goes on the shot, rejected from behind by Elmore and out of bounds. 2:19 to play, third quarter. Barren down by 12. It's 45-33. And Shaw right of the basket to toss it in. Lobs it out of the right side of the lane. He puts down the dribble. Back out to Withrow. Left side it comes to Shaw. Back out to Withrow. Now looking. Back out to Lane. Lane gets into the key. Now bounces back over to Shaw on the baseline. He's cut off. Hooks it back out to Lane. Over it goes to Withrow. Now back out to Lane. Over to Shaw on the left wing. Cross-court pass over to Withrow. Pull up with a 12-foot jumper. No good. Crashing aboard is Cody Lane. Back out to Shaw. He'll fire it for 3. Got it. Need a few more of them.
Yeah. Got 2 good looks there at it, and Jacob finally knocked it down. Offensive rebounds.
Yep. Peoples Bank 3 for Jacob Shaw. 45-36. Central Hardin with a 9-point lead. Elmore on the near side. Elmore fires it back over to Ash. Bounce pass down there to Keith and has it stolen away. Turnover by the Trojans as they give it to Withrow. He'll stop and traveling violation, they say, and goes right back to the Bruins.
That would have got it to 7 if they could have found a way to get a basket there.
Now pass is deflected, but it caught there by Ash. Here's George working, spinning, trying to go up with a shot. Be a foul on Gavin Withrow, and that's 3 on him. 5 on the Trojans here in the second half. And that's going to put Gavin George at the charity stripe with 1:05 to go here in the third quarter. And the free throw is good for George. He's at 3 in a row. Will Bandy coming back in. Caleb Hester back in. We got Hester, Lane, Bandy, Shaw, and Shirley on the court. Free throw good for George. 47-36. 1 minute to play in the third quarter. Jacob Shaw with it out front. Bounce pass to right elbow. Brian Shirley. Turns, goes out right, looking. Going to have to do something with it. Gives it back out to Caleb Hester. Hester down to the right corner. Fires it back out to Shaw. Down to 37 seconds to play. Shaw, back right, backdoor pass. Hester, 10-footer, short. Rebound to Elmore. Gets with the basketball. Up to Thompson. Right side corner, Wilkerson 3. No. Back out to the right elbow. Jumper no good. And Bandy claims the rebound for the Trojans. Dumps it off to Shaw. 15 seconds left. Stolen away. Knocked away. Should have been a foul. They had him grabbed on the arm. Yep. Luckily, Trojans will keep the ball, though, as Central Hardin lost it out of bounds. Shaw still looking. Throws it out to Shirley. Down to 10 seconds left. Shirley hands it back to Shaw. Down to 6. Shaw trying to make the move. Hooks it back behind him to Lane. Here's a shot, left corner, no good. Air ball. And the Trojans can't come up with the offensive rebound. That's the end of the third quarter. After 3, it is Central Hardin 47. Barren County 36. Back with the final 8 after this break. This is Barren County High Basketball presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 103.7 Nash Icon. Back with the fourth and final quarter here from Central Hardin High School in Cecilia, Kentucky. Fourth quarter brought to you by South Central Bank. Small enough to know you, big enough to help. Here's a pass picked off by Bandy. Trojans need a bucket about every trip.
Yeah.
Down by 11, 47-36. Shaw. Central Hardin man-to-man defense. Hands it off out there to Niken. Right side wing, it comes to Caleb Hester. Caleb Hester trying to make a move. He's trapped, gives it in there to Shirley. Going underneath the Bandy, had it broken up in there underneath the basket. Turnover by the Trojans. And Gavin George will bring it across the midcourt stripe. George driving to the basket, goes inside up with the left hand, and then drops it through. His first field goal since the first quarter. But he scored 4 free throws there in the third to help outscore the Trojans 18-14. Now the lead is back to 13.
Yeah, we can't hold it too long.
Niken making a strong move to the bucket and a blocking foul. And they put it on, let's see, 3. It's on George. His first, that's only the second team foul of the half. Tyler Bush coming in for Ryan Shirley for the Trojans. And Shaw on the right baseline, going to have to hurry. Finally gets in the corner to Bush. Now Bush on the dribble, back out to Bandy. He'll give it to Shaw. Shaw, left side of the lane. Bush, back over to Niken. Gives it back to Bush. Shaw. Back to Niken. Gets a screen from Bandy. Pulls up the right elbow. His jumper's good.
They've got to get some stops on this end. They're not.
49-38, 16 for Aiden Niken. And Elmore in a trap. Fires a diagonal pass. Picked off by Caleb Hester. Gives it to Jacob Shaw. Now Shaw attacking, going left side. Gives it over to Bush. Now Bush out top. Here's Niken with a 3. Rattled out. And battle for the rebound. Whistle going to the floor. Bandy going to get a foul probably on Bandy.
Yep.
And that's his second. Team 6th.
That was a good look, just in and out on that one. We'll have to do something to disrupt them.
2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Barren County down by 11. Ash in a trap. Sends it over to Elmore. Back over it goes to Ash. And back to Elmore. Goes in the middle there to George. George working it into a lot of traffic, puts it up and in, and a foul. Foul on Caleb Hester, his first, team 7th.
The goal by Gavin George.
So now it's 51-38, Central Hardin.
Yeah, this just, I don't know, it's just not been the same energy that we've had over the last month.
And the shot's good for George. He's hit 5 for 5 tonight from the charity stripe. Back up to 14, which matches their largest lead of the ball game, 52-38 with 5:39 to play. Withrow back over to Shaw, back to Withrow. Right side it goes to Niken. Skip pass left corner. Shaw will fire for 3, and it's no good. Whistle and a foul on the rebound.
Pushed in the back, yep.
And they put it on George, his second. Number 3 on the Bruins. Barren County's basketball underneath. Bandy will toss it in. Bandy lobs it out. Ooh. Comes out almost to midcourt to Withrow. Drives in. Somebody smacked him across the arm. Foul on Wilkerson. His second. Number 4 on the Bruins. Shaw will take it out underneath the basket to the right. Left corner Withrow. Out to Bush. Bush spinning in the lane. Throws up the shot. Got it. Nice move by Tyler Bush.
We're going to have to attack like that because we can't just play out here with it for a minute. Yeah. We're down 12 with 5:18 to go.
30-second timeout. People's Bank timeout. People's Bank of Glasgow working for you. 5:18 to go. Barren County down 52-40. Back on the air tomorrow night at Trojan Gym. Barren County Trojanettes against Casey County. JV game at 5. We'll have the broadcast of the varsity game about 6 or so, a little after 6 maybe, depending on how long the JV girls game lasts. Of course, we got games all day long, starting at 9:30 in the morning with the 15th District Freshman Tournament. Barren County boys freshman team will play at 10:45 against Allen County Scottsville. Barren County freshman girls team will play at noon against Allen County Scottsville. Of course, the games will go on all day long from 9:30 in the morning. The last game for the girls championship at 2:30 tomorrow afternoon. Elmore gets the ball in play to George. He'll give it over to Ash. Ash will bring it up now. Gets it across the midcourt stripe. Angles off left, hands it off over there to George, and here's a 3 out of the corner. Good. Ash, his second 3.
Every time.
Yeah. 8 threes for Central Hardin here tonight. Niken over to Withrow. It's 55-40. Niken can't make a move inside, has to throw it back out to Shaw. He'll give it over to Withrow. Baseline is Bandy. Back out to Withrow. Shaw trying to penetrate. Throws it up in the lane. No good. And rebound out of bounds. Going to go back to the Trojans. Elmore touched it last for Central Hardin. Ball comes in the corner to Bandy. Left side. Gives it to Withrow. In the corner, Shaw. And has a 3-pointer blocked on him. Out of bounds. It stays with the Trojans. Shot blocked by Elmore. Elmore is 6'4", 180. Got long arms.
Yeah, it's hard to shoot over.
And Shaw gives it out to Niken. Niken to the free throw line. His jump shot, no good. Tapped up in the air. Niken pulls it back down. Goes up with a shot, no. Rebound to Hay for Central Hardin. Here comes George breaking to the middle. This up and under move, good. A scoop shot by George.
They're getting anything they want right
Everything
now.
going Central Hardin's way.
Yep.
And Niken loses the handle, trying to dive for the loose ball. Out of bounds to Central Hardin. 4 minutes to play. 57-40 Bruins. Wilkerson has to get rid of it. Out to Elmore. Gives it to George. Out to Wilkerson again. And they curl into the lane. Here's Ash with a shot. No good. Bandy with a rebound. Bush out to Bandy, top of the key, lets it go, got it for three. Hasn't scored since the first quarter. 57-43, and we're going to get some changes in the lineup for Coach Warren Cunningham after this timeout.
I think he's subbing all 5 guys.
And we can give you an update on the Allen County Scottsville Monroe County boys game. It is tied at 19 at the end of the first quarter.
That was high scoring, more than I would have thought.
Yeah.
Monroe usually was a real low scoring game.
19-19. The game in Tompkinsville tonight.
We've just not had the fire and the energy that we've had over the last month, and they've shot the ball really. We let them hit some shots early, and it kind of snowballed. They got their confidence going, and they've made every look they've made tonight, and we haven't, and that's why we're down 14 with 3.5 minutes to go. So I was a little concerned about being off school, no practice for 2 days, but you can't use that as an excuse.
Right.
I mean, you got to come out here and play, and we've just not had it tonight.
Yeah, schools were out yesterday and today. Hardin County was out today for illness.
Played so well down at Greenwood.
We sure did.
Hate to come in here and play like this tonight, but that's, they're kids, and they have nights where they don't play as well, and tonight's one of them so far.
57-43, and George will bring it to the front court. Tay Pointer, Cody Lane. Ball's knocked down by Lane, but underneath Wilkerson lays it up and in. Just goes to the right person at the right time with Central Hardin.
Seems like every ball's bounced right to him.
Here's Ryan Shirley. Giving it over to Cody Lane, out to Tay Pointer. Right side of Caleb Hester. Feeds it in the middle. And Ryan Shirley tried to throw it to Corbin Murphy, and it was deflected. Down to 2:58 to play. Yeah, Shirley had a wide open shot there. Just didn't take
I thought he was going to shoot it, and he decided to pass at the last minute.
And it's Gavin George getting the screen from Hay. 2:45 left in the game. And going right side with it, George weaving his way down the lane, puts it up. It's no good, but a blocking foul. At 2:34 to play. And they put the foul on, who was it?
Caleb
Hester.
Yep.
His second, team's 8th. Gavin George puts it up and in.
They killed us from the free throw line.
Yeah, perfect tonight. 6 out of 6.
We got there, twice?
Yeah, that's it. And those were made by Tyler Bush.
2 for 2.
Yeah, Central Hardin's 8 of 9 from the line.
They've been the aggressor.
And now making 9 out of 10, and George is 7 for 7 from the stripe. 61-43. Caleb Hester giving it out to Cody Lane. Works to the left side. Can't shoot. Now turns and throws it off to Tay Pointer. Tay Pointer trying to work it into the lane. His jump shot is going to rattle and go down. 61-45. 2:12 to play. Ash gets it across. He's in a trap. Dumps it off to Elmore. Elmore, right side over to Thompson, who's back on the court. Working right side. Elmore throws in the middle to George. George turns, goes down the left side of the lane, and a blocking foul.
My goodness.
On Tay Pointer. I thought maybe that George may have lowered the shoulder, but
he did.
That will be his first and Barren County's 9th of the half. Minute 53 to play. And Gavin George at the line for the 1+1. Another score on the Coca-Cola scoreboard tonight. LaRue County boys beat North Hardin 72-55. That shot spins out for George. Only miss. Tay Pointer works it in underneath, goes up the shot, no good, gets his own rebound, lost it, trying to pick it back off the floor and save it in bounds. Here comes Gavin George. George driving against Hester, puts it up, foul with a minute 39.
Well, they've just basically just whipped us tonight. I mean, I don't know other way to put it. They've been more physical. They've been more aggressive. We've just kind of taken it, and that's not like what we've been playing. And I know it's got to be disappointing to the kids and the coaching staff.
Gavin George. And let's see, does he get 2 here? I guess it is 2.
Yeah, right? We're in double bonus.
Yep. Yeah. And he got the first one. He'll have one more. (62-45), Central Hardin. And that one is good. 63-45. And Ryan Shirley will toss it in. So it comes into Cody Lane. Races down the floor on the left side, and they'll get a foul call, it looks like. And it's going to be on
Carson Scamahorn, his first.
Carson Scamahorn. His first.
It's a different name.
It is a different name. Caleb Hester off balance shot falling away, no good. Rebound by Central Hardin's Ash, and Cody Lane tried to throw it off of Scamahorn, but Central Hardin comes up with the ball with a minute 18 to play. And they're just working around the perimeter out there. As Turner behind the back dribble, throws it up in the lane, good. Wow. Everything going toward the Bruins' way tonight. Here's a jump shot by Pointer, air ball, may have got foul, but no whistle. 56 seconds to play. Here's Turner again, and a whistle and a foul. And they called a technical foul on Turner for jawing at Corbin Murphy.
Corbin wasn't even the one that fouled him, and he turned around and said something to him.
Personal foul, Pointer. Technical foul, Bruins, Ty Turner.
So Pointer picked up the foul, his second, and the technical foul is on Turner.
Ty Turner shooting double bonus.
He got mad. He got fouled hard. I mean, it wasn't nowhere near anything dirty, but he turned around and said something to Corbin.
Yeah,
Corbin wasn't even the one that fouled him. So
Corbin just standing there.
Yeah.
66-45, and now 67-45. Turner hits both free throws. And they've only missed 2 free throws tonight.
yeah, they shot the ball really well. I really wasn't expecting them to shoot the ball like this, with their record.
Caleb Hester will be at the line to shoot the technical free throws for Barren County. He's been perfect from the line this season.
He has. Oh, no.
Yeah, I jinxed him. We both jinxed him on that one, I guess. Yeah, he had hit he hadn't been in the line that much. I think he was like 12 of 12 maybe.
So.
And he did get the second one. 67-46.
And the lineup, number 23, Grant Bowley.
Not many games where we only get to the foul line 3 times. Or 4 times.
4 times, and 2 of them with technical free throws.
Yeah.
Hester gets the ball in play to Cody Lane. He pushes it left side to the top of the key. Now gets rid of it over to Pointer. 12-footer on the left side, foul. And it will be charged to
Logan Nelson is first.
Logan Nelson. 2 shots for Tay Pointer with 44.8 seconds to play.
Long way up here to get beat like this.
Yeah. Free throw, no good. He'll have one more. And it's on the way, and I say a lane violation.
Oh, lane violation.
Yep. I think he said the shooter.
Okay, well, just how the night's been. 67-46. Nelson gives it out to Caleb Turner, who's in the game right now for Central Hardin, out to Scamahorn. 30 seconds to play. Bounce pass to the left side. So working to the top of the key. Back out to Scamahorn with 20 seconds to play. Scamahorn gets around Murphy, throws up the shot in the lane. It spins out.
Charge.
And Caleb Hester taking the charge.
4 charges tonight.
Yep. Second foul on Scamahorn. Player control foul, team 7th. 16 seconds to go. Hester, left side, Pointer, long 3, no good. And ball tapped to Ryan Shirley. Turns, looks. They're going to fire up the shot, short. Tapped out the Pointer in the lane. Shot goes up and in at the buzzer, but going to be a drubbing tonight. Bruins 67, Barren County 48. We'll come back with a post-game report brought to you by CPC Commodities after this break. And always remember, if you find a vehicle on DonFranklinAuto.com, Don Franklin will then bring that vehicle to Glasgow and let you experience the Don Franklin difference. This is Barren County High Basketball presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 103.7 Nash Icon.